Last week, we shared some stories from the Titanic Museum in Branson. Many of the employees believe that museum in our Ozarks life is haunted. This morning, the conclusion of our overnight stay with a paranormal investigator to see if anything went bump in the night. For almost 2 decades, the Titanic Museum has been a popular stop on the Branson Strip. Inside its 2 stories, you can see more than 400 artifacts. But is there something else here that you can't see?
People ask us all the time, is this museum haunted? Yes.
In Jamie's 17 years at the Titanic Museum, she's heard, felt, and seen things that she cannot explain.
As quick as I can snap my fingers, they're gone. And it happens so many times, it's not a coincidence.
Jamie believes these spirits are tied to the artifacts. There are some items here that were found either floating or taken from bodies that were pulled from the Atlantic Ocean.
Somebody that's passed, they're still in love. They still want that ring. They yearn to keep that as part of them. That's how they self-identify. So they stay around because that object is around.
For 7th year, I called up David Glidden from 4 State Paranormal and the streaming series Haunting History for a little investigation.
Don't be afraid.
What?
After a calm, slow start to the night, things started picking up around 1 a.m.
When I get to your class, make that thing just do something loud.
David had a microcom. This box scans radio frequencies that are not being used by radio stations. The belief is spirits will communicate with one of these frequencies and the ever-scanning box will pick it up.
Were you second class?
Here's what happened when we asked who was with us.
Were you third class? I don't know if I saw what I just saw. As soon as it burst with static, I actually witnessed what looked like a shadow, not like a figure, but a piece of a shadow go along the side of a wall, and that gave me the goosebumps from head to toe. I don't know if you can see it all goosebumped up.
While a personal experience is great on an investigation, we didn't get video of it. There's no evidence. So we continue asking questions into the darkness, hoping for a name.
Danielle, or?
Yeah, that's what I heard was a Danielle. No?
No. What is your name? That was the same voice, too.
After a bit, we got an answer.
Annie?
Annie.
A few days later, we listened to the clips again. Instead of Danielle, do you hear "they can't help"? Here it is twice. Then the voice seems upset that we didn't understand it.
Yeah, that's what I heard was a Danielle. No?
No.
And finally, what name do you hear? Annie or Eddie? The voice stopped communicating here with us after that, probably because we couldn't understand it. So we moved upstairs by the replica lifeboat. It's something a lucky few clung to on that fateful night. Here we got the same voice from earlier in the night, and there's no doubt on this answer. How many of you are here?
8. That was a direct answer.
Here it is again. How many of you are here? Before we knew it, our time was up at the Titanic Museum.
I don't want people to be afraid, afraid of things. I think that, they're for the most part just want to know, hey, we're here. We're still around.
The Branson Titanic Museum is open daily, 9 to 7. You can rent out that museum also for weddings, birthday parties, and other special events. And they're always switching around the artifacts and displays to keep that experience fresh. Part 1 of our series can be found at ky3.com. We also, in that story, have a link to David's website and streaming channel.